Okay, so I'm going to walk everyone through Chapter 5, Exercise 7. So you start out with this chart, and there's 3 different parts. There's A, B, and C. So I want you to find out the missing amounts in Part A. So I wrote the basic formulas over here on the side. So this is how you get through everything. Of course, not all of these is the easy way, so you have to use a little bit of algebra to get the answer. So for this first one, sales revenue, it's going to be net sales for this company. So this one is going to be equal net sales plus sales returns and allowances. And it's going to be 105. And then I just did it left to right. So the next one would be sales returns and allowances. This is going to be equal to sales revenue minus net sales, 6,000. And then for this one, we're going to do cost of goods sold is going to be equal to net sales minus gross profit, which is 60,000. And this one is the only one that goes straight in line with the chart, and this is going to be equal to net sales minus cost of goods sold. The next one down, operating expenses, is going to be equal to gross profit minus net income. And then net income is going to be equal to gross profit minus operating expenses, and that one also goes straight down. And so then we have all of our missing boxes filled and all the amounts filled. So now the next part wants us to calculate the profit margin and the gross profit rate for each company. So profit margin is net income divided by net sales. So for the Yost company, it's going to be net income divided by net sales. And so this box, they're supposed to be made into percents. Okay, and then for the no one company, I can't think of another way to say that. It's also going to be equal to net income divided by net sales, and that's 17%. And then gross profit divided by net sales gets us the gross profit rate. So for the Yost company, gross profit divided by net sales equals, and then this one is going to be equal to gross profit divided by net sales. And then now it says to discuss your findings. So I thought it would be helpful to discuss it if I started out with the definitions. So for profit margin, it measures the percentage of each dollar of sales that results in net income, and it helps companies know if they're maintaining a good balance between sales and expenses. So different companies of different types have different levels that are normal. And so for the profit margin, for around where it's at, 14 and 17%, you can make a guess of like what kind of business it would be. And so it was like software and programming was close, and also like pharmaceuticals. So this is normal for those kind of companies. And then for gross profit and net sales for the other companies, usually because they're also listed in percents. Sorry about not having it already done. So in these, for this company, if they were like a clothing company or like food processing, then these would be normal for those kinds of companies. And if they're not in that kind of company, then they have to make changes within their own company. So because gross profit informs people of the profitability of a company, a higher percentage means they're more profitable. And for some companies, it's easier to get a higher percentage than other companies. So they have to look into their costs and their operating costs and see if they can work on making that better. Thanks for watching the video. I hope this helps. And this was the basic formula in the book. And I think if we just memorize that, it will help us be able to process everything else.